Mark, we spoke on Thursday about timings of goals, and again, you can see one early on, one before half. When they went in, obviously, but it makes it more difficult to get a result, especially someone like this.
Of course it does. You come into the league leaders here who are full of confidence. It's a tough place to come, but we wanted to come here with confidence. We wanted to come here with an idea of how we wanted to play with the ball and against the ball. We changed the formation to a 4-3-3, and ultimately we were able to keep that formation throughout the game as well, which was a pleasing point of view. And within moments of the game, we implemented our style onto Plymouth. But again, we concede sloppy goals at certain times, and you're always up against it against a team like that. So that's something we need to address, we'll do that in the time we've got now. I think we've got 12 days now before Lincoln, and I said to the boys, that's our full focus now. We've had 6 days together. We've had 3 games in those 6 days and limited time on a training pitch. So we have to put things into perspective and say, listen, we've got a lot of work to do. We know that, but we've got a little bit of a time to do that. I've got full belief in that bunch of players in there, because what they give me there and the desire to implement what I wanted them to do was evident for me as a coach, and I'm really buoyed by that, and looking forward to getting on the training pitch with them and spending more time with them and getting them to play in my style even more.
I'm sure you'd never expect to come to the league leaders and not concede chances. There were chances for Plymouth, but you had some of your own as well.
And that was a pleasing thing. I think we created chances. We wanted to get our wide players and forward players into forward positions. We wanted to get our fullbacks joining in as well, and particularly with our midfielders at times. We knew that they could make runs forward and get into good positions. We knew we would have to work hard out of possession. We had a scenario where we could adapt if needs be, but the pleasing thing for me as a coach was that we kept our shape and we implemented how we needed to solve problems. Yes, we got opened up at times because we switched off, and like I said, people getting to know what we want from them and the behaviours. But all in all, take the result out of it. I'm going to take some positives from that. I know I say that all the time, but I'm a positive person, and I know I can take positives from that today.
You made the change to the formation. Are you is it 4 at the back or 5 at the back? Do you have a preference, or are you kind of a coach who it just depends on the opposition and the game?
I like playing 4-3-3, and that's what we'll be working towards. Within that formation, there'll be slight adaptations for different games and different scenarios within games, and that'll be with the ball and without the ball. So the players will understand that, but that will be our formation, and we made that switch today to change that formation, and it was difficult because, like I said, we've had limited time on the training pitch. We're only able to walk through things and work on video with the players. So that's a challenge, and it's really exciting for me now to work with this group with a little bit of time and a little bit of time on the training pitch to try and implement those ideas and my philosophy around that formation going into the Lincoln game.
You made those 4 changes. Was that to kind of for Plymouth, combat Plymouth, or was that you to kind of get an idea of players that you haven't seen? Ethan Robson so much. There's 1 or 2 you haven't seen in there.
Well, we want to be more demanding of the players from a physical point of view, and we're asking their work rate in the games to be higher. And with having 3 games in the space of 6 days, we knew it's a physical ask for the players. So we rotated the squad, and that's what we will do until we get fully adapted to how we play. I said to the players there, listen, don't coast through 90 minutes. We can't do that. We need players all in from minute 1, and if you get to 60, 70 minutes and your tank is empty, then the next player comes on and he'll take that role. And that's the kind of belief I want within the squad, and understanding in the squad that everybody's fighting and chomping at the bit to get in that starting 11. But again, when they're ready to come on and called upon, that they can come on and carry out the duties we say, in and out of possession and benefit the team.
You mentioned the 2 weeks, or just shy of 2 weeks. It's so important now. That you've got that time.
Yeah, like I said, I'm excited to do that. Of course, we have to be careful with the lads, because we can't get too much work into them coming off the back of this festive period. But we'll work together with the staff to recover them as quickly as possible, and then we can get some real work on a training ground.
Over the 2 weeks, will you be looking to, or do you know if there's players coming in or players going out? I know that Liam Sweeting looks after that, but what's your kind of feeling?
Well, listen, I'm working with Liam and the recruitment staff, and I'm speaking, and they've got ideas. I'm fully focused on the squad here and the group of players we've got. Like I said, they've been great since I've come in. They've shown a great desire to learn and get better, even though we haven't been able to do much. And I'm sure that desire will go into the next 12 days as well, where they'll be trying to impress me. They'll be trying to implement their kind of style on me and get a start in place. So listen, we've got a great group of players here already, and we've got a club who are also very, very willing to look and help the squad develop. If those additions enhance the squad, that's what it's got to be. We've got some great players here already, but if anybody comes in, they need to enhance the squad. That's really, really important.
When we spoke to Warren the other night, he said you came in at almost the worst possible time, just because of the way the fixtures have fallen. How tough has it been since you came in? It's
been tough as regards to we've got a lot of games to deal with, and we've got limited time on the training pitch, so that's a difficult part of it. But the fact that the staff have been really open and are giving 100% every day to help myself integrate within the club, where give every support to me and the other staff and the players, that side of it's been easy. The congestion of fixtures is a challenging part, but like I said, we've got a bit of time now where we can not take us foot off the gas. We can actually put us foot down on the gas and really get some good working.